What's going on, guys? Austin here, coming at you with a video that I've been wanting to do since, well, last year really, but this year is when I really decided to get into it, and I thought it'd make for a cool video. I'm going to take a look at my Letterboxd 2020 stats. As you can see, it is now January 1st at 8:24, and yeah, 2020 is finally over. I'm glad to say that. I'm sure many people are. The world was a complete shit show this year, but at least we had good movies to tide us over in our houses while we were depressed. So this is my account, and if you guys aren't familiar with Letterboxd, it's just like sort of like a movie logging website where you can log your watches, all your movies, just give your thoughts on them and everything. It's really cool, and I'm on it all the time, every day. I love it. Now, this website is free to use, but you can pay some money and get a pro membership. It's like $20, and you get a lot of extra features, including the statistics, and that's really cool. It's what we're going to be looking at today. So this is what you get whenever you open up the stats. It'll have this nice little layout. I honestly love it. And I have these previous years pulled up just in case I want to reference back and whatnot, but let's go ahead and get started. So in the year 2020, I watched 210 movies. That's not individual like titles. That includes like rewatches and whatnot. And I typically review, well, not typically, I do review everything. It's not even necessarily reviewing. I just give even if it's like a line or two of a review, just give my thoughts or something funny to say. I did 4 lists, 272 likes. I think that goes between like movies and like other reviews. 70 comments, and then 375 hours, all that wasted time. No, I'm just kidding. Some would see it that way, but I enjoy movies. Going down here to the 2020 films, highest rated films of the year. This is kind of sad because obviously coronavirus stopped all the good movies from coming out, or all the big hyped movies. There were good movies that came out this year, and I still need to check out, a lot of them actually, but just overall, I mean, you know how it was. We didn't have a lot to choose from, I don't think. Really, I didn't watch a whole lot of 2020 movies. I typically tend to get around to the previous year's movies in the months that follow it. So this right here is something that I really like. It shows the films by week. So as you can see, the first week of 2020, I watched 10 films, and you can even click on it. It'll show you specifically what movies and such. And that was kind of my goal this year, was to try and watch at least one movie each week. And I was doing really good up until July 15th through the 21st, the 29th week of the year. That's when it just went downhill. I think that's when I might have started my new job, or maybe somewhere around here. I was working a new job, and it was just, movies were not really in the schedule, sad to say. I see people that have hundreds and hundreds of movies on their stats and whatnot. My numbers are very small compared to maybe some that are even watching this video, but you know what? I'm not trying to get into competition or anything. I'm just, I'm doing this for myself, and it's just what I enjoy. So as we can see, 210 movies, that equals out to 17.5 per month and 4 per week. The day that I most watch movies is on Tuesday with 44 films, and let's see, Wednesday following it with 31. I think that's a cool little feature. Next up, the milestones. The first film that I watched in 2020 was Frankenweenie, and I have not watched it since, but it was really good. Damn, 4.5? I don't remember. Okay. Most watched, I watched Wolf of Wall Street 4 times this year. That's a 3-hour movie, 4 times. I liked it. I really enjoyed it. I loved The Lighthouse. Lighthouse, as you can see, is the last film that I watched of 2020. I watched it I really wanted to time it out to where you start the movie at this time, and well, I'm not going to spoil it, but whenever the shit goes on at the end, that's when 2020 would hit. Would love to do that, but I was at work this year, unfortunately, but whatever, maybe next year. And of course, Harry Potter, my favorite one, Fight Club, and then The Witch. Here it spreads out the genres, countries, and languages. Of course, USA and English are up top, yeah, baby. But then mostly, this is another goal I had for myself, was to watch a lot of horror films this year. And as you can see, I completed that goal with 95 films being horror, and then The next genre goes to 62, 58. So I did good on the horror. I think I could do more this year, though. So maybe that's a goal. As you can see, I only watched 13 movies that were released in 2020, with 197 older movies. So yeah, as I said, I didn't really watch a whole lot of 2020 movies, so something I gotta pick up on these upcoming months. 53.8% of them were rewatches, and 46.2% were watches. I really kind of wanted to even this out, but I think I've tried that before, and that really never works. Also, I pulled these up just to give a little comparison. This was actually my biggest year in movie watching, which these first couple years I didn't really, take it serious, or, I had school, so it's, the other more important things, but now fuck it, whatever. So in 2016, I only watched 76, 2017, 87, 144, and 177, with 2020 being a much bigger year, and maybe 2020 being even bigger. Have 100% reviewed all the movies. That's great. And then my rating spread, watched a lot of 5 out of 5s, and wow, these are all pretty even. My internet is shit, so it's not going to pull up these pictures right here, but these are the actors that I've watched the most films of, and Samuel Jackson is in this section every year because he's in every goddamn movie. And then all these actors are typically in this section because I usually have Harry Potter marathon every year, so that's the problem, is that all these guys end up here, and it's like, okay, I know. Down to the directors. Sam Raimi, 4 movies. I love Sammy Boy. Quentin Tarantino, 4 movies. I need to watch Reservoir Dogs. I haven't logged it on Letterboxd yet. Here we have the most watched, say, producers, writers, editors. I look at this every now and then. My most liked review was Uncut Gems, surprisingly, with 3 likes. And I got 1 like on my MCU chronological list, so that's pretty fucking poppin'. Here we have the highs and the lows. Highest average film that I watched this year being Shawshank Redemption with 4.4, classic film. Lowest average being Holmes and Watson with 1.5. That movie should be even lower than a 1.5. That was a bad movie. Most popular being Joker, 3.8 stars. It's alright. Pretty good, I guess. 3.5, okay. Most obscure being my boy Samuel Vanisi, his directorial debut Violet. I recommend everybody go check it out. Support indie filmmakers. And yeah, that's pretty much everything you get. Those are all the stats, and then down here you just have a big wall of all the movies that you watched during the year. It's pretty cool to look at, honestly. Then of course you get a world map of where all your movies come from. A lot of countries I need to fill up. And then down here are some highly rated films that you've yet to see. Yes, it loaded. I really want to see this. I heard it's supposed to be good, and I mean, Steven Yeun is in it, so I mean, yes. Didn't really go to these tabs as much as I expected, but this was just a short little video. Not really much to say on this topic, really, but I just enjoy watching and looking at people's Letterboxd stats, and I enjoy my own, and I love movies. If you're on Letterboxd, you want to follow me, I am Authentic Austin. This is me. It's a very outdated picture. Very outdated. I don't look like that at all now. I'm more ugly, but it's okay. I plan on making more videos in the upcoming future, so be excited about that. And yeah, guys, just have a great 2021. Congrats on making it through that god-awful 2020. Here's to a better year.